The music in this episode is brought to you by Soundstripe. Check out Soundstripe for excellent royalty-free music that you can use in your videos and slideshows and whatever you want. Filmmaking powerhouse in the palm of your hand. Hey guys, today we're playing with the Fujifilm XT3. My idea is to kind of make a little bit of a film, a mini film about me, almost like a little branding reel, just little clips. So I'm going to show you today how I set up the Fujifilm. By the way, I'm not a filmmaker, so how I'm trying to set up the Fujifilm XT3 to try to get that movie quality. The lenses I'm going to use are the ones I have. The 35mm f2. I also have the 16mm 1.4, a little wider, nice. And I also have the 56mm 1.2, which will be great to put the camera really far away so that I look epic. The other challenge is I can't see myself. So there's two ways I'm gonna combat that. Is the cheap way and then a little bit more of a cumbersome way. So the cheap way is to use this stupid little mirror. Let me show you this wonderful invention. Actually, it's a great invention because it's so cheap. See yourself there? You could actually see the screen. So that's one solution for the flip out screen. And the other one is to try the Fujifilm app, which is a little So we're gonna try that as well, and I'll tell you how that goes. Okay, we are taking our own photograph. So first we have to connect to the app, which is always very easy. Let's do a 2-second timer. Here we go, 1002. Yeah. Okay, I'm scaring the birds with my laugh. This is exactly how stupid I look during a photo shoot. Now, since I am posting this stuff, we're gonna need a little help from our sponsor, Soundstripe. That's where I get all my royalty-free music. So we'll talk about them a little bit more later. So for this little film, I still haven't decided, am I going like cinematic sort of movie soundtrack? Or should I go more like cool hip? Let's talk camera settings. Okay, for my camera settings, first make sure you're in the movie mode, of course. Come on, duh. And then we are going to flip to the movie menu. And what I'm doing is I'm picking 24 frames a second here. We're doing 4K, 24 frames a second. Okay, why 4K? 4K so I have some flexibility in case I want to crop in on myself a little bit and change, zoom in. 24 frames a second is the standard for film and movies. So we have a little bit of motion that looks a little more filmic. And why 200 megabits per second? I've done tests on all these three. The 400 is just such large file sizes. And I think you should use that one if you have a lot of motion and movement. But 200 and 100 are just fine for my purposes. For my film simulation, I'm picking Eterna. Got my colors +2, got my sharpness -1, so the image is not too sharp. I also make sure I have face detection on because I am filming myself. Now, although the project is a 24 frames per second project, what's great about the Fujifilm X-T3 is I can also shoot at 60 frames a second and then slow it down by 5 times, I think, or 40%, something like that. I'll put it on the screen when I look it up. I always forget how much I can slow it down. And at least I hope those are the settings that'll work. Again, not a videographer, but I think it should be fine. 24 frames a second, Eterna, with that 200 megabits per second should give me great quality. My one concern is, will it look filmic or do I have to add grain? We'll add that in post when we do music and everything. All right, let's start filming. So right now I'm shooting here. The camera's on a tripod. I tried using the app, it's too clunky. So what I'm doing now is I have the little plastic screen on there. And what I'm doing is just making sure the camera sees my face. I hit record. I have a tally light, which is great. And then I back up so the camera can see my face now. And I can talk to people like this. So right now I'm fake talking. I know this is gonna be in slow motion, so I can kind of just pretend. Let me back up a little so I'm more in the frame. And hopefully the camera will find my face. So now I'm pretending I'm talking to someone, I am talking to someone, and I am shooting. And I'm still thinking about music, Soundstripe. And I think something upbeat and fun will work for this video. At first I thought it would be more cinematic, but to match my personality and how much fun I'm having, I think I'm gonna just something a little bit more upbeat and yeah. Oh, hello there. Editing Omar here. These aren't actually on. I just wanted to look more edit-y. All right, during the editing process, I noticed that I really shouldn't do +2 on Eterna for saturation. I thought when I brought the video in to Final Cut Pro, it was just a little too colorful. So I would recommend Eterna 0 and add saturation after. Again, I'm not a filmmaker. So I did bring the saturation down just a little bit. And also, to give it a little bit of a filmic curve, in Final Cut Pro, I just brought the shadows up a little bit. It makes the image look a little flatter, which is what I was going for. I also want to mention what a pain it is to find music for your videos, but not with Soundstripe. That's right. Our friends at Soundstripe make it easy to filter out your music using filters like mood, instrument, beats per minute. So for your project, you can actually pinpoint the type of music you're looking for a lot easier than just scrolling over the thousands of songs that are in these catalogs. I also love that they create playlists, so they, take care of the legwork of finding stuff. So stuff called positive vibes or gym vibes or retro pop. I just jump into these like playlists and just sample each one easily, and I always find my music within like 5-10 minutes, which is great.
Hi-ho, Fujifilm XT3 here. Sign up for Soundstripe for free to check it out. And if you subscribe, use the code OMAR, that's right, OMAR, for 15% off your subscription. Yay! Woo! Yay! Okay, now our movie.